Can you imagine this? You wake up in a patch of grass, your head is pounding, birds chirping, you look around and realize you're in Kyoto, Japan. You don't know how you got here, you check your wallet, $20, that's it. No passport, no plan, just $20. You're confused. Then your phone rings. It's a blocked number. You answer. It's the US military. They say, "We know your location. You'll be airlifted out in 24 hours. Until then, you're on your own." You check your phone and there's an excessive heat warning in place. Now you've got one mission. Survive in Kyoto for 24 hours with only $20.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how we're gonna do this, but I know right now, if you can see that, I am sweating up a storm. So I think the first thing I need to do is get to some shade. Let's go see what we can find.
On our way to find some shade, we have some important things we need to think about. Somehow this $20 is going to have to get us food, a hotel, transportation around the city, and entertain us for a whole 24 hours.
I really don't think I'm gonna buy anything in here, but I am gonna cool off because I really want to get to a place where I can sit down and kind of strategize what we're gonna do today.
Spending about 20 minutes in this convenience store made me realize that if I wanted to complete this challenge, then I needed to start moving.
Okay, after cooling off a bit, I've realized what I want to do today, which is I want to do as many things as possible on this $20 in a single day, and I think I know the area we need to go to next.
This area being downtown Kyoto, which has a wide variety of shops, restaurants, street food, and things to do. But as you're about to notice, I can easily get distracted.
Oh my god, there's a park over here. I think a free park's in the budget, right? Let's go check this out. Looks like there's a little sandbox area. And over here we have a slide, which I don't know how well. Okay, that's a little bit smooth. I don't think I can go down that. I think I'm too heavy. Okay, I was gonna sit down and then I just kind of slid on my feet. That's actually wild. Then next to the slide, there's this little tunnel. We could go all the way through. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I got distracted for a bit too long, but that's okay because whatever's preventing me from spending money is going to help us beat this challenge.
Also, sub point, I am getting really hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, so at some point we're going to have to spend some money. Now, I think the budget's super tight. If we want to get a hotel tonight, the budget's gonna be super tight. Also, I have to think about transportation like the train or bus. I don't know if I can just walk everywhere.
Which, after finding out transportation would cost $1.52, we decided walking was the best option.
Okay, so it's about a 28-minute walk from where we're at right now, and keep in mind, it's an excessive heat warning outside. It's nice in this market because there's this overhang. It's kind of keeping the sun off you, but I think this is time we bite the bullet, walk over there, because I think there's a lot of free things we can check out.
And I began walking through the narrow streets of Japan, desperately trying not to get distracted by the thousands of things I kept passing. But of course, my monkey brain found a temple that I just had to check out.
So I found this pretty little temple, and we're just gonna walk through. We don't want to be too loud at temples because people are here for religious reasons, so we're just gonna kind of keep it quiet. This place is gorgeous though. Look at that. Wow. It's got waterfalls coming down. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, that's all you get to see of the temple because we're almost downtown and I'm starving. Soon after this, I came across a convenience store and tried to find the cheapest food possible. I ended up finding the soda-flavored popsicle for 86 yen or 57 cents, which was perfect for now.
Wow, that's what we get. 86 yen. It's a brick. So in Japan they have soda and it's blue, and this is basically a frozen version of that soda. That's a great start to the day right there. Okay, so here's something super cool. This is a Lawson Store 100, which is like a 100-yen Lawson store, or I guess we would say dollar store in America. So it's a convenience store that everything is like 100 yen.
Today 100 yen is worth about 66 cents, which is super cheap. So we'll have to keep this in mind for later in case we get desperate.
Okay, now we've made it to downtown Kyoto, which is where lots of shopping and there's lots of cool things. It's a pretty big area and we're just gonna explore until we get hungry, and then I guess we'll buy something. So they have these 10 yen coins, which looks like it would be 10 yen, but it's actually more. As you can see, they have 3 different flavors and it's 500 yen, not 10 yen. Unfortunately, that's out of the budget, but we can sit down here at this beautiful little sitting area, waiting area? What would you call this? I don't know, but there's water. I like that. I think I'm gonna rest here for a while because it is hot. cool down. We're in the shade and we've got water right there. I might dip my hands inside just to cool my hands off.
So I did. I cooled my hands off and it was really relaxing. But the longer I sat there, the more I started noticing the things around me, like this tiny bird that would get dangerously close, or these claw machines that really wanted me to play them. It took everything in me just to walk away, but with the mission on my mind, I knew I couldn't waste money on something like that.
It's gonna be so hard for me not to just buy everything I see like I normally do in Japan. Now, something I really want to have, but I don't know if it fits into the budget, is taiyaki. I think there's a shop up here. We'll check that one, and then there's also a shop by the river. Yeah, right over here, there's a taiyaki shop. Ooh, the price is kind of good though. They're 330 yen. I think what we're gonna do is go to the other one because it's farther away from this tourist trap and it might be cheaper.
Now the other taiyaki shop is about a mile away, and normally I wouldn't walk a mile to potentially save 10 or 20 cents, but we have to be conservative with our money, so I started heading that way.
Okay, I just found another really good deal, 298 yen for some soup. I want to get that, but I have no idea how I'd eat that. I don't want to stand on the side of the street eating soup. That might be rude. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys this because I know my mom will love this, but there is a Starbucks that's right here on the riverside. It's 3 stories high. We'll go on in a second, but I want you to look at this balcony that overlooks the river. That is beautiful. And this is kind of what it looks like inside. Very beautiful, very cold. Oh no, I know you guys can't see this very well, but I think they're setting up some kind of festival over there, which unfortunately means we're gonna have to check that out later. But for now, we're gonna keep walking.
So I began my journey over to the other taiyaki shop, which didn't go so well.
Okay, a little bit of a problem. I'm lost. Thought I was supposed to go this way, but it turns out I have no idea where I'm at. And the place I'm looking for, I don't know what it's called, so I can't Google map it. I guess I'm just gonna keep walking until maybe I find something I recognize. Hopefully I'm not going in the complete wrong direction. Okay, I'm just walking here and I found the most beautiful, peaceful little road. I do not know where it goes, but there's a river, there's some trees, there's dragonflies all above us. Can you see those? Huge dragonflies. I didn't even notice that until just now. There's like 1,000 of them. Wow. And then this road just keeps on going.
And after exploring this area for longer than I'd like to admit, we eventually found what we were looking for.
So I found the other place with taiyaki, and it's more expensive. I walked all the way here, and I think we're gonna have to go with something else because it's more expensive.
So yeah, I walked all the way over here just to find out that the taiyaki I thought would be cheaper actually wasn't. But with my stomach growling, I quickly came across this.
Mochi? Mochi. Mochi to anko? Anko. Okay. So I found this mochi ball for 180 yen. We're gonna go ahead and get one and try it out. Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, so we got this mochi and red bean ball, and if you don't know, red bean has a lot of calories. So this is perfect and exactly what we need right now. This actually looks so good. It's like so moist on the outside. I don't think I've ever had one that was this moist. Let's go ahead and try it.
So I remember studying it, and it was like, yes,
So good. I just found this rabbit human, which is interesting. But we're going this way because there's a temple over there. Now, I've been to this temple many times. We're just gonna walk in, we're gonna take a quick look, and then we're gonna continue on. I think we're gonna go to Gion next. I'll have to see how close Gion is. It must be kind of early because usually there's a lot more of these food stands out. And then down this way, we have some shops on the side. So we have an area of worship over there. This center place, which I'm not completely sure what that is. And then we have a gate to exit, which is exactly what we're gonna do. So looking at the map, it says that this is Gion, but it's not the part of Gion I wanted to visit today. So we're gonna look around and see if we can find the part of Gion that I wanna show you guys. This might be it here, actually. Look how nice the roads are. This might be it. You know what? I see the tower off in the distance. That is the area I wanna go to.
And just like that, we have traveled back in time into the Gion district, which is an area of Kyoto that seemingly has been stuck in the past for longer than I've been alive. My main goal here is to explore the area without spending money because as you'll see later in this video, things are going to get a lot more expensive.
Again, for my mom, there is a Starbucks right here. Take a quick look inside. Now, Mom, if you're watching this, I've shown you pictures of me at this Starbucks, so you kind of already know what it looks like. But we can take a quick look up the stairs. I think you have a picture of me standing in this hallway. It's a Tommy room where you can sit down on the floor. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get back outside. Now, there's all kinds of shops here, but one of the coolest ones has to be the Ghibli Museum, or Ghibli Shop, I'm not sure which it is. If we walk in here, we walk in here and we can see everything's Ghibli. Also, it's very cold. I like this. This is great. This is amazing. See, there's a giant Totoro, and they just sell all kinds of Ghibli stuff. That is the name of the store, if you can read that. That's one of my favorite characters right there. Look at him. Oh, and then you have this little black cat. I don't know what he's from, but I like him. Another Totoro. Another Totoro. And yeah, it's a very nice place to visit. Right here is the other door. Wow, that just shut so loud. Okay, right here's the other door, and there's this beautiful little garden outside with a Totoro. We turn around and get a better view of that. Beautiful. So there's definitely a lot more to see here, but I did promise you guys that we would go back to the river. So it's about 3 o'clock right now, and we're doing great on our budget. Wow, this building right here looks so cool. So I was just given this bell by a Japanese guy, which is really cool. And right here it looks like there's maybe an Instagram link on the back. Can that focus? Instagram link on the back if you want to check that out. But right here on our way to the river, there is another shrine, and I think this is directly on the path back to the river, so we're gonna check this out. They have some beautiful stonework on the way up, which is really nice. And then as we walk further up, you can see that there are these lanterns. It probably looks very nice at night. Then right here is a cleansing area, and this shrine is very quiet, so we're going to try to stay quiet. But I see this hole. Looks like a little hole with a bunch of prayers written on it. And over here is a shrine with an offering box. It's kind of too quiet for me, so we're gonna get out of here.
So at this point, we're doing great on our budget, and we have seen a lot of cool things and walked around some very interesting areas, but pretty soon we will have to find a hotel, which on our budget might be very hard to do. Either way, we will have to do it before it gets late because the cheap rooms might sell out.
It looks like today they have some sort of food festival going on, but I don't think we're gonna get to find out what this is because they're not open yet. It's probably something going on later tonight. Like I said, it's around 3 p.m. right now, which is fine because I need to take a break. We're gonna go over here, sit down, and figure out if we can afford a hotel on our budget. I really hope we can because, yeah.
And it's at this point that I sat down and started researching, trying to find the cheapest place to sleep tonight, which eventually I came across this.
Okay, so we have booked a hotel. As you can see, it costs $14.82. It's a capsule hotel, but it's exactly what we're looking for, something in our budget, which means that doesn't give us much to work with for the rest of the day. In fact, it's so little, that's what we have for the rest of the day, $3.41. That's not a lot. It might be able to get us like one big meal or maybe a couple small ones. The only bad news is it's about a 21-minute walk and my feet are actually burning. Like I just need to lay down.
Passing through the ancient streets of Kyoto, we begin our journey over to the hotel, going through beautiful street after beautiful street. With our legs aching in pain and our stomach growling at us, we eventually reach this.
So we just got to our hotel. I gotta walk up to the second floor. It is a capsule hotel. Looks nice from the bottom, but the stairs are a little dirty. This is a lobby area where you can kind of hang out and looks like cook some food. They have these refrigerators that are covered in Sharpie. That's actually so cool. Just completely covered in Sharpie. There's a troll face and whatever that is. We have to put our shoes inside a shoebox. So we will just do that real quick. Then we will go to our floor. We are in 3B4. B.
And there it is, the place I will be sleeping tonight. A bed that I have to crawl into. What a beautiful sight.
So I'm at the point now where I'm super hungry. I'm gonna get situated here at the hotel, maybe take a quick shower, and then I'm gonna go out and get some food and spend the rest of our $3.41 we have.
I don't have footage of this, but I took a shower, took a quick nap, and then relaxed in the lobby for a little bit.
So I just took a well-deserved, well-earned rest at the hotel. Spent a while just relaxing, and then I realized something. Kind of a problem. Very unfortunate series of events here, but when I checked into the hotel, I overlooked the fact that I had to pay an extra 200 yen as like a Kyoto City tax thing. 200 yen right now is equal to about $1.33. So we had to take our 341, subtract 133, and that leaves us with $2.08, or about 313 yen to eat for the rest of the day.
So apparently in Kyoto, when you check into a hotel, you have to pay tax based on the price of your stay for the night. This fee can range from 200 yen being the cheapest to upwards of 10,000 yen being the most expensive rooms. Either way, we are at the cheapest, so it was only 200 yen, and now we can go get something to eat.
Okay, so we just went ahead and got this steamed egg cake, which was 128 yen. Not even half of our budget left. Like, I think this will be okay. At least for today, at least for this challenge. Itadakimasu. I'm just now realizing that they have like an entire kitchen you can cook with a stove top, lots of pots and pans, and I wish I had a marker because there's a sign here that says, go ahead and sign. So, that sucks.
At this point, I talk about how everybody's stuff is up against the wall and nobody's stealing it. After that, I end up hanging out in the lobby for a while, watching YouTube on my phone until eventually I got tired enough and went into my little capsule for some rest.
So I'm just going to hang out in my little capsule hotel for the rest of the day, get some sleep, and then I guess I'll see you guys in the morning.
And that's what I did. I rested until the next morning.
So it's official. We beat the challenge. I'll go ahead and throw all the prices of everything we spent up here on screen right now. I think the only reason we were able to do this challenge is because we ate almost nothing all day, and then we walked around and did a lot of free things. Either way, we're doing this in Tokyo next, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see me try this in Tokyo, a more expensive city.